What's going on, guys? MrAGeezie here, bringing you another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle. This time it's up against Annabelle. Now, Annabelle's coming in with Blaziken, Greninja, Skarmory, Lucario, got the Staraptor, and of course the Volcarona. Now, I'm coming in with Ferrothorn, Skarmory, Venusaur, Quagsire, Dragonite, and Cloyster. Not really sure what to expect here from Annabelle. I am thinking that the Skarmory may lead off just to set up some hazards. Not really exactly sure what she's planning on doing. I know she may predict me leading off with my own Skarmory or even my Ferrothorn to set up hazards as well. So she may send out Volcarona to start off. So one way to find out, let's get straight into this battle. Here we go now with Annabelle. So getting this battle here with Annabelle, really pumped about it. Here we go. Annabelle's going to go ahead and lead off with Volcarona. And I'm going to send out Ferrothorn, thinking that she's probably not going to stick around. Or Quiver Dance. In this case, she Quiver Dances. That's going to absolutely OHKO my Ferrothorn. Yep. That absolutely knocks out my Ferrothorn. I was thinking she might have Quiver Danced, but that didn't turn out very well. So we're going to send out Fertilizer next. Just like that. Ferrothorn, gone. Thank you, sir. So we're going to go ahead and Mega Evolve right now. My Fertilizer, my Venusaur is going to Mega Evolve. And with that thick fat, I'm going to be able to resist some of that stuff. So here comes a Quiver Dance. Not exactly what we wanted to do. We've got to do something about this Volcarona. So we're actually going to go ahead and run Sleep Powder. And to our benefit, it is successful. So all of a sudden, Volcarona's asleep. Quiver Dance, doesn't matter. It's done and out with. So we figured she would switch out because she wouldn't want us to set up. Sure enough, she switches out. Sends in Rose to get the Intimidate off. Now, I'm actually going to switch out too, predicting that was her move. And I'm going to send out Cloyster. Now, Cloyster being the Ice type, of course, I can go ahead and Ice Shard her. We're going to go ahead and Ice Shard Rose just to get an idea of how much damage we get. Unfortunately for me, it wasn't as much damage I was hoping for. If I knew that's what I would have gotten, I probably would have Shell Smashed. But you live and you make mistakes. That's the way it happens. So McFight's coming out that Lucario. I'm going to switch out my Cloyster because I do want to save it just in case. And go into Skarmory. So my Skarmory's coming out. Here comes the Mega Lucario. Bringing in that Uber. That's fine. Mega Lucario coming out now. And he's going to go ahead and use Extreme Speed. Now, Extreme Speed isn't really going to hurt my Skarmory much. He probably figured I was going to stick around with my last poke, but it didn't work. I have red cards, so we're actually going to send him away. And out comes Greninja. Greninja actually presents a little bit of problem. A little bit. So she's going to switch out her Greninja and send out Blaziken. Blaziken, obviously the fire type, having a pretty good shot to do some damage on me. Now I'm going to run Brave Bird now. Being the fighting fire type, this is going to hurt. And we OHKO the Blaziken with a crit hit. Talk about perfect timing. That worked out very, very well. So, next she's going to send out Rose. Rose, of course, is her Skarmory again. She's going to get the Intimidate drop. Not exactly what we wanted to see, but it is what it is. Rose is going to run Close Combat. Close Combat's going to hurt, but we do survive it. Somehow, some way, we survive it. We are going to go ahead and run our Roost. Roost is going to take away our Flying typing, so now I'm a pure Steel type. So I do not want to take a Fighting attack, so I'm going to switch out while I get the chance. And we're going to go ahead and send out Quagsire, MrAGeezie himself, who I call Quagmire. Here comes a Close Combat from the Staraptor, and to my surprise, that actually did a lot more damage than I expected it to. Now, Rose's defenses do fall, so that works out perfectly in our favor. Perfectly. So, we're going to go ahead and get a little bit of Lefty. She's going to withdraw, because she knows what I do. She knows what I tend to do with my Quagsire. She's going to withdraw and go into the Volcarona. I'm assuming, I'm going to stockpile. I'm assuming she's got Giga Drain on this Volcarona. So I don't want to play around too much because if that thing wakes up and gets a Giga Drain off, I'm done. There's no way I'm going to survive a Giga Drain from a Volcarona. No way. So we're just going to go ahead and straightforward attack. We're going to get this Waterfall off. Waterfall is going to do a decent chunk of damage, not enough to take out the Volcarona. So I'm hoping that Volcarona is still asleep on this turn. And sure enough, Volcarona is still asleep. So we know we're about to take out this Volcarona, and there really isn't much more she can do from here on out. as far as taking out my Quagsire. However, she does get the flame body burn, so it's like, hacks, come on. So my attack's cut in half. Not that my attack's high anyways, but that just doesn't add to it. That doesn't help. So we're gonna take the burn damage. That's just the way it is. Here comes McFight. McFight, the Lucario, coming in, getting the power-up punch on us. That's gonna do a small chunk of damage here. And this is where we kind of get a little back and forth going on. I'm gonna go ahead and stockpile. For those of you that have never seen Quagsire before, it's one of those Pokemon, if you bring out, the only thing you gotta watch out is for a grass type attack, because you bring him out and you're pretty much in a good situation if somebody's trying to buff up. Like this Lucario right here. He's gonna get another power up punch, attack's gonna raise. I'm gonna run recover now. Yes, I have the burn, but since I have the ability unaware, I'm ignoring every single buff that she's doing. So it works out perfectly. I get the buff, I get the burn also, but she's not gaining anything out of this. Here comes another power punch. It's gonna hurt, but we take it. Now we're gonna go ahead and get our third and final stockpile off. You can only stockpile 3 times, and we are now set up for defensive. Defensive wise, we're set up unless we get crit hit. If we get crit hit, that's just gonna suck so bad. That's all I can say. It would suck so bad. Here comes another power punch from Lucario. It's going to hit us, not do much at all. So we're going to go ahead and run our own power up punch so we can raise our attack, especially after that burn. It's super effective. Our attack's going to raise. So we're sitting here buffing up our pokes. I don't know if she's realized that it's not hurting me much, but at this point, I would have sirens going off in my head right now. I would. Here comes the other power punch. It's going to take us down to 95 HP. That's fine. We're going to go ahead and recover now. Going back to full strength. And now we're in a very good position. Very good position because now we're starting to buff up and she's not doing anything to us in return. We do take the burn. Well, what's a burn? Here comes a close combat now. Now, close combat after all that isn't enough to take me out. It takes us down to 131. So it does about 70 damage, okay? Now we're going to go ahead and get another power-up punch. Now the only real things that I really have to be worried about is a crit hit or grass attack. Those are the 2 things I've got to worry about the most. We are going to take the burn still. That's fine, because a crit hit will ignore every buff that I've had. Or every buff that I made. So that would be horrible for us. We're going to run another power punch. Takes her down right at about half health. Our attack's going to raise, and we're in a really good position now. We're going to go ahead and get the lefties, and we are going to take the burn. So we're at 99 HP. We should be in a good position, right? Here comes a close combat. Takes us down to 47 HP. We're still alive. His defenses are dropping. We're going to go ahead and run another recovery. So we got a kind of stally battle right now, but I do have McFight down to half health. We are going to go ahead and get the lefties and the recover. It's going to take us up to about 160, but the burn is going to take us back down to about 140, 135. So we're now going to go ahead and eat up another power punch. It's at this point that she's freaking out like, why am I not able to do more damage? It's the unaware ability. So unaware Quagsire, absolute beast, especially if your opponent is unaware. So I'm hurt by my burn. Here comes another power-up punch. It's going to hurt some, but I'm able to take it. Now we're going on the offensive. We're going to go ahead and get a waterfall after all our buffs. And with the burn, that's not bad damage. That's not bad damage at all. Plus we got the lefties. Now all I got to do is not get crit hit, and I'll be okay. I'll be okay. Here comes a close combat. Close combat's going to hit us, and it crit hits us. After all that, a close combat crit hits us. It's like, are you serious? Are you serious? Out of all the time. So now he's got an extremely buff Lucario. I'm going to send in Dragonite. And the reason why I'm sending in Dragonite, he's going to run extreme speed. The reason why I'm sending in Dragonite is because of that multi-scale. Look at how much damage that did. Wow. So we're going to run our own extreme speed. That's going to finish off McFight. If I did not have that multi-scale, I would be done. So down goes Quagsire, unfortunately for us. Here comes Skarmory. His Skarmory, we're going to run Thunder Punch. I carry Thunder Punch on my Dragonite. We do quite a bit of damage, not enough to take it out. However, we realize he's got Rocky Helmet. He's going to go ahead and run Toxic, and I'm okay with that. With as much life, with as much HP as I have left on my Dragonite, it's really not going to matter that much. It may take one turn away, if even. Here comes another Thunder Punch. Thunder Punch is going to do quite a bit to Skarmory, but not enough to take him out. The recoil damage from Rocky Helmet is going to hurt more. Here comes the Roost from Skarmory. Not exactly what I wanted to see, and the Toxic is going to be enough to finish me off. So, here comes the Toxic damage, and I go down and out. So, Dragonite, thank you, sir. Good night. So, now I'm sitting here with Skarmory, Venusaur, and my Cloyster. I'm going to go ahead and send my Cloyster back out. We're going to go ahead and run Shell Smash, hoping we can survive an attack from this Skarmory. So, there we go. Defenses drop. We do get the attack raise, and the special attack raise, and the speed raise. Skarmory ran Toxic. You want to talk about happy? I am happy. I kind of thought that may be the only real plan for the Skarmory is to Toxic things and roar them. So that's why I did it, and now we're in a good spot. We're going to go ahead and Ice Cold Spear the Skarmory. That's one hit. That's two hits. Here's the third hit, the fourth hit, and finally the fifth hit. To finish off Skarmory. Skarmory done and out. That crit hit didn't matter. So Skarmory's been taken out. So we don't have much to go through left. I'm getting Toxic damage. So the question is, am I going to be able to finish off the rest of the team before I take all this damage? Here comes Rose, who's going to get the Intimidate drop, unfortunately for us. And then she's going to withdraw Rose. So after seeing that, I know she's trying to drop my attack down. She's going to send in Greninja, which is a very good choice, because Greninja should be able to take my attack. Here comes the Ice Cold Spear. I get a crit hit on the first hit. Here comes my second hit. Here comes my third hit, which is another crit hit. There's my fourth hit, and here's my fifth hit. Not quite enough to finish off the Greninja. We hit it 5 times, and we're going to take some Toxic damage. So, how to get rid of this Greninja? Well, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and run Ice Cold Spear. We are actually faster than this Greninja, and that's a surprise to me like crazy. It really is. I'm assuming it's because of the Shell Smash. We do finish off Greninja, and now we've got one poke to worry about. We are going to get the poison damage. Takes us down to 29 health. In comes Rose, the last poke for her team. It's going to get another Intimidate. The question is, can she survive an Ice Cold Shard or Ice Spear? We're going to go ahead and run Ice Spear because we are going to get to attack first because we are faster, and that is going to finish off Rose. So, that's going to be the battle, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't done so yet, guys, be sure to subscribe to Mount Silver Battles. And if you want, come check out my channel, MrAGeezie. We do live streams on Saturdays and Sundays. Alright, guys, remember the road may be rough, but the journey will be unforgettable. Until next time, catch 'em all.